It's late, I can't sleep, so I'm gonna make a video, okay? Um, if you are a music producer, there's this thing that happens on Discords and on forums. It's like there's opportunity everywhere in feedback threads, and it's overlooked frequently, okay? It's not so good on Reddit where the users are like kind of anonymous, but if you go to a Discord like the Jonas Arden Discord, people are posting requests for feedback every single day, like 100 times a day. And here's what you do, okay? You don't treat it like a chore, okay? Because it's not. Here's what it is. It's an opportunity. You go in there and you go and listen to people's work and you exercise your judgment, okay? You crank up your judgment, become the biggest critic you can, and you listen and you be like, which parts are good? You know, which parts need work? What sounds good? What doesn't sound good? And why? You know, more than what is and isn't, why is it good? Why is it bad? Okay, there was this guy who posted a couple days ago. He had some chords that flowed really nicely, like energetically from the part prior, like in the build up, and then in the drop, the chords had a nice energy, but the notes were wrong, in my opinion, in my assessment. It was like there was a minor chord when there should have been a major chord, and I could totally tell, but it was like hard to say exactly what. But okay, so here's what happens is you exercise your judgment routinely, and as a result, when you're in the studio working on your own stuff, or when you're working collaboratively with someone else, your judgment has been honed over time. Over, like, if you do, 3 pieces of feedback a day, and you really try, put effort in, that's 900 something pieces of feedback a year. And it only takes like what, probably 15 minutes total to do this. Okay, so that's the first thing. You exercise your judgment. Second, when you do a routine, when you have a routine of giving feedback to people, you're gonna start to stand out on the server, and you're gonna make friends. Okay, this is a long game. Okay, this is a long game. It's not a I'm gonna do this once and I'm gonna get the reward by the end of the week. You're playing the odds. Okay, if you show up in a server and you give feedback every day for a year, you're going to make some friends, man. You're going to make some friends. And friends are the name of the game. Because if you're in year 2 of being a producer and you're the kind of person who's saying to themselves, well, if this goes well and I intend to make this go well, I'm going to be a producer in year 20. Okay, what's going to happen if you have a friend who you make in year 2 and you're still friends with them in year 10? Well, you're going to have a lot of benefit long term from having that friend, and you'll be making that friend while crafting your judgment, or exercising your judgment and exercising it by giving feedback. Okay, and there's a third thing that I'm going to think of right now. Maybe not. It'll come to me later. But okay, you're gonna be in a server, in a Discord server, and you're gonna have an opportunity to give feedback. I'm telling you. Oh, here's what it is. You're gonna get the opportunity to practice giving feedback well. Okay, pick up "How to Win Friends and Influence People" by Dale Carnegie, and pick up John Cleese's book on creativity. They're both short reads. They're both easy to read, and they'll give you excellent advice. Okay, the way to give feedback is to use the compliment sandwich every time. Every time on a new person. If it's the first time you're giving feedback to them and they don't recognize you as a friend, and they don't recognize you as like a credible authority figure that's on your side, you use the compliment sandwich. That means you start with something that's like praiseworthy. You talk about something that you like, and you give honest praise. If you don't have anything to praise honestly, damn, you gotta shut your mouth. You could even praise their effort, like the meta stuff, the stuff that happened outside of the track, but still must have happened. to make the track happen, okay? So you can praise their effort and their progress. But yeah, like you find something to praise, and then you be like, okay, this part here, you can do better. Or, I think how Dale Carnegie will explain it much better than me. And John Cleese watched this video on, I'm not sure what it's titled, but if this is on YouTube in a couple days, like I intend it to be, I'm going to put the link in the description. It's a John Cleese talk where he talks about how to be collaboratively creative. He says things like, instead of saying, oh, that part wasn't good, instead you say, oh, what could we do differently here? I'd like to hear something different, or if you're like jamming with someone, you don't say like, oh, what was that? You say, oh, I was hearing something a bit different. Could you try this? It's not as like direct, and so it allows the other person to just like feel better and not feel attacked. Okay, so you're going to practice three things at once by giving routine feedback on Discord servers. Okay, this totally works. Play the long game. Look for opportunity. Okay, hope you learned something. Ciao. And if you if you learned something good, like, subscribe, and share. I'm gonna be looking for evidence that people are watching these vids, because basically, whatever stands out in engagement is what I'm gonna make more of. Okay, ciao.